Just a review of my Keeway Superlight 125 standard after 1 month of ownership. The bike is superb in every way in detail for a 125 cruiser of its type. Comes with panniers as standard, footboards, crash bars, and every other little detail that you could think of. It is superb for if you're getting into the cruiser category, if it be your first bike. It's more than ideal. On the front forks I have a pair of cup holders which are in a similar style with the button type heads on it. I did originally have them a bit further up, but thought I'd put them down, but they do add a bit of detail to the bike. Crash bars, can take them off, but ideally you'll want them on as they do protect your legs, especially there, just in case if someone comes in and contacts you. It's more than a safety feature, it's a lifesaver. Tassels, just a little bit of decoration if you're into that sort of thing, but it just adds that bit of Americana to it. It's a 125 single cylinder 4-stroke single overhead cam with a single pipe that splits into a twin chrome exhaust, and it is beautiful and it sounds superb. Comes with a kickstart, very easy to kick over, very light compression, especially if you can't get that much force onto it. It is superb. Braking, front brake, very nice. Even just lightly touching it like that, the rear brake light does come on. And for the rear foot brake, which is down here on the right, it is very nice, and it just helps, especially when it's raining, just to lightly put on the front and then cover with the rear. The controls, got your start, lights on or off, your right indicator, left, low beam, high beam and horn, and of course clutch. Got the tacho and speedometer. Mine's in kilometers an hour because it's for the European market. It's very nice, especially with the detailed chrome, lights up, and all the other trinkets. Down here we've got a fuel tank, fuel gauge, filler cap, all nice chrome. Still very nice. Working our way around to the back, got the panniers, got your right, got your left, got essence of chrome and chrome bag holders there. You can take these off. It's two 13mm bolts, so you can just use a socket and spanner for that. Take those off if you want to have the chrome, if that's your sort of thing. It's more than ideal. They zip up and they have pouches inside for all little bits and pieces. Get down on the back, an American style type rear fender, brake light that also illuminates the rear license plate. Got the bullet style type indicators or turn signals depending on where you are. When turning those on, they'll flash for 3 seconds before you can turn them off, so it is a safety feature. Faults with the Keeway Superlight 125 that I have noticed after a month is down here on these bolts, just there on that particular part, light rusting. You will need to spray those just to stop it from rusting. On the side stand there is no visible foot assist like for the center stand, so you can put your foot on. So here I've had to just put a piece of metal just so I can put my foot on it, just in case it slips. Changing gear, very wonderful. Trying to find neutral can be a bit clunky, but it will soon smoothen out after usage. With the filler cap, when you put your key in, you're left with this. Where do you put it? You don't want to put it anywhere else, just in case you drop it. For me, it was sort of a no-brainer because I had the little bits on the front forks. I can actually put it in there when filling up. What else? The mirrors could be an inch or two slightly longer, depending if you're a wide person, upper shoulders. Sometimes trying to move these about doesn't always work. They need to be that bit longer. Fuel consumption, for me it does quite well. I only do short distance driving, so if I fill up from full, I only use half a tank in 2 weeks. The other fault is that for my height, when sitting down on the seat, the screen height is level with my eyes, so when going along, the wind is coming up and hits me straight in the face, which is not ideal. Braking, still good, but can be a little bit twitchy in the wet. Tyres, very good when in the dry, but in the wet need to be a little bit more cautious. Headlight, front lamp, very good. Single bulb, twin element, and have a small little one down there. Don't always see why we need those in these, but apparently they always have them. Brightness works very well. Distance at night seen is about 200 to 300 foot depending on weather. The indicators themselves, very good. The horns, slightly bit loud, but more than ideal, especially if you want to get noticed in close traffic. Quite loud, twin, they do the job. When running with the Keeway Superlight 125, if you have the option, sometimes you might have the American style indicator or not, but when using it, it's on, it'll flash for 3 seconds and then you can turn it off. Same with the lights, turn it on, turn it off, and you have your high and your low beam. And then you have your horn, fairly loud, more than ideal in closed circuit driving. Just turn on the front lamp, that's on low beam, high beam, low beam, off. Indicator, flash for 3 seconds before it can turn off, and the same again for the other side. Starting the bike, have to have the kickstand up so it disables the anti-start mechanism for it. More than ideal.